Aloha, we are here in Honolulu, Hawaii in a beautiful Diamond Head, and you can see the beautiful sunset, a beautiful Diamond Head, and the beautiful sky. And this is the lifestyle of New Skin. We drive our beautiful Jaguar, we tour, and we have a lot of fun with Mr. Kid Win. Anyway, we are having a good time. Aloha, everybody. Have a great day. How pretty simple this is. And so, you know, you guys have made some pretty big sacrifices coming out here. For some of you, it was just trust. Some of you, it was a lot of time and being away from loved ones. And for some of you, it was just right across the street. But what I'd like you guys to think of is, what do you really need to learn? It's not about New Skin. It's about life. What do you want to learn? The collective wisdom in this team right here is probably more powerful than most people get to be around. The collective wisdom in the healthcare industry, collective wisdom in the finance, collective wisdom in marketing, collective wisdom in culture. Right in this little group right here is, you know, most people don't get an opportunity like this, but what do you want to achieve by using that? And last night, you know, for some of you that came a little late, I said that the vast majority of people spend more time thinking about what kind of car they're going to buy. They spend like a week trying to figure out what kind of car they're going to get, what color, what kind of features. They spend way more time than thinking what kind of life they're going to have, what kind of freedom they're going to have, what kind of work they want to spend their living days doing. And they're more interested in what kind of money I'm going to get paid for the work I'm doing than how am I spending my life. And they throw away their life for a pittance, for nothing. And they wake up one day and they realize, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? For the young ones in here, that's lucky you. Lucky you. I had a chance at 23 years old to do some classes. I was already running my business already. I was into my kite shop. I was in Bucks Valley by the University of Hawaii. We were selling kites every day, and I felt pretty successful running a small business at 20 years old. I was losing money every month. There's not much money to lose when you don't have any. I was borrowing money from my parents to try to survive. And I started taking a class on personal development, how to focus. My big problem was I needed to focus. And within a day of completing the class, I quadrupled my sales in my shop. I didn't run any specials. I didn't do anything physically different. I went to work at the same time. I didn't open early. I just went to work and my sales quadrupled. Normally when you talk about retail, people are happy to have 2% increases per year. I had 400% increase in one day. And I realized that there's more to life than what meets the eye. There's a lot more that we have the ability for that we don't even get to use. Maybe the best way to describe it is, imagine we lived in a world of three-armed people. People with three arms. We lived in a world with three arms. The last arm connected to your back here. Never see it. Never see it. So you're walking down the street carrying a case of water like this. You're walking down the street and a fly lands on your nose. And you're like, but the fly just sits there. You're moving all around. You're trying to get it off. And the fly just sits there and it's just bugging the heck out of you. You're going cross-eyed. And all of a sudden, as you're walking down the street, you feel this thing come around your head and it goes. And you're holding the box and you're going, what was that? What was that? And it's like, and you're looking behind you like this and trying, what's that? Finally you go to a mirror and you look really good. I got 3 arms. I never knew I had 3 arms. Never. Oh my God, I have 3 arms. And you're like, man, you get up to the door, you know, the next time you're carrying something in your hand, you walk up to the door and you go, open the door. And the hand reaches out, opens the door, and you're like, you walk into the house, you go, all of this time, I've been trying to balance it on my leg, I've been trying to hold things under my arms, I've been trying to do everything. I always had 3 arms. And never knew it. Never knew it. We live in a 3-arm world, but we only think we have 2. I gotta tell you, you know, when I first started this work of self-development, and I started to realize that that 3rd arm was by far the strongest. By far. If this 2 arms can give you an income of $60,000 a year, that 1 arm can give you $600,000. Gives me over $1 million a year. Over. It gives me over $1 million a year. This 2 arms can give me 60. That arm can give me over $100,000 a month. This arm can give me 5 a month. That arm can give me over $100,000 a month. I know. By result, I know. And so I do Blue Diamond first so people can start to realize that you do have a 3rd arm. You've been living your life up to this point for most people thinking that they only had 2 arms. And how ridiculous. How ridiculous. And sometimes people know how to use their arm. That 3rd arm, they know. I knew how to use it because I was a weightlifter when I was in high school. And I dream about lifting. I'd be walking to my math class or my physics class, and I'd be doing this as I was walking. You know what I was doing? I was exercising my third arm. Held the state bench press record for over 5 years. I was exercising my third arm, and when it came time, I mean, you know, when you get up to a certain point, you had these little like washers on the ends of your bar, and you can't, I mean, like, you can't get those little last bit of washers up anymore. I lifted over 15 pounds over my max. That's more than a little washer. At the state contest, I was practicing my third arm, but I had not a clue how to use that third arm to make money. Not a clue. Didn't even know it was possible. Later, used that third arm to have the relationship of my dreams. Made all of this money, didn't know how to use it to have the relationship of my dreams. That third arm is totally flexible. Totally. It's able to do all kinds of different work for you. But if you live in a two-arm world and you think you only have two arms, guess what? You set goals based on a two-arm world. And I'm here to tell you we have all three arms. We all have three arms. And the third arm is so powerful. It will blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. And we literally